Hi. Okay, so we already got our boxes made, and our mold's already to be done there. And I got mine all done. I actually redid mine, so it doesn't look like what I did before. But there's an H in there, and there's a B in there, and you'll notice, if you can see closely, there's ridges in there, and that's going to be important for something. And I also did an extrusion. What I'm actually doing is I'm making mine upside down so that the negative space is at the bottom, okay? So the first thing we need to do is we need to make sure that we can release this mold when it's done. So you can use, this is regular old no stick canola oil works. You can actually use soap if you want to use soap. Crisco could work if you do it before you put everything together, okay? So first I'm going to get everything greased up in here. And it may seem like I'm using a lot. You just don't want to use enough to like destroy the cardboard, but it is going to get a lot in there. Okay, so you can see how wet that is, right? Okay, the last place I want to spray is I want to spray my lid. Okay, so that's there. So I'm going to let that set. Now we're going to mix the concrete. Okay, so we're going to make the concrete now. It all came in this bucket, and it comes in bags. Take it out of the bag out of the bucket. You're going to mix everything in the bucket. So it calls for 13 and a half ounces of water, which is almost 16 ounces of water, which is, 2 cups. I'm going to put it in reserve because we want it to be a little bit thinner than regular concrete. What we're trying to get to is a consistency of pancake batter, okay? So I've poured a little bit into the bucket already. I'm gonna pour a little bit more in. And be careful with this because it can go all over the place if you're not careful. I'm just going to start with a little bit. We're going to end up mixing the entire 16 ounces, or the entire bag. Pour water in. And make sure you start with something you're going to throw away. I use an old back scratcher. If you want to get in here so you can see. It is lumpy. Okay. Okay, so I got a lot of it wet already. So now I'm going to put in more concrete. And I'm going to pour in more water. I'm going to probably need a whole lot more water. Okay, so that took about six cups of water all together, and you can see I'm getting it to a nice pourable consistency. That's what I want it to be. I'm going to tell you right now, it's a good workout, so if you're not going to the gym, this will help you. And get somebody to help you to do this because it might take some of you 2 people to do this. So hopefully you're not quarantined all by yourself. Okay, how's that look? That looks good. It looks like good pancake batter, that we get good fluffy pancakes from it. Okay, now we're going to pour it into our mold. So I got my mold. I got it all sprayed. I got my stuff. I'm stirring it just one last time. Make sure it's good and liquidy. And now I'm going to pour it. Pouring is rather tricky because you want to get it all in there. Okay, I got about half of it in so far. I'm going to just tap it down. See how I'm tapping it down so it gets into all the crevices. Make sure also that when you put your mold together that you really tape it up on the sides. I also put tape around the bottom so that I didn't get any leakage down there. Okay, I'm gonna pour a little bit more water. Okay, so here we go. This is a really good consistency now, again. And I'm gonna pour the rest. And don't be afraid to top this off. I'm probably gonna do more taps here. You see how it's starting to flow out? Turn around this way so I can tap this way a little bit. And what I'm doing is I'm also getting out any air bubbles because air could get trapped in there. Now that I got that all done, I'm gonna put my top on it, and you'll see that I put a little hole in it. The hole is so that I can get extra stuff to ooze out, okay? So, kind of like a Play-Doh factory, right? Okay. When you get to this stage, okay, I'm now gonna tape this part down. So I've got some good packing tape here, but any tape will work. I want to make sure that this is all the way down. Do it on this side. Okay. That all seems to be coming up. As long as I've got it down on a few, I'm not too bad. Then, last thing, I'm gonna just squeegee that off with my finger. And now it's ready to set up.